Yes, we created an AI tool that can create CGI style ads for the products you want. That's right, you don't need to sit in front of your PC, open a blender and spend hours designing it. All you need to do is to upload the image of the product, add details like product type, product description, brand name, and AI will create a high quality CGI style ad for it. We created this AI tool using Make. Here is how you can do it. This AI automation consists of two workflows in make.com. So one is to watch for the form submission and start generating the video ad. It takes around 5 to 10 minutes for rendering, and then we have one more scenario to watch for the video completion. So once it is done, we are uploading to Dropbox or we can use Google Drive as well. So let's go step by step to see how we can execute this AI automation. So let's go to the scenario 1 or the workflow 1, and here you can see we start with a jot form to watch for form submission. You can use Monday form, type form, or any form as you wish. So I've used jot form. So here is a form, and this is asking three details. One is product name, product description, and product image URL. So basically I'm going to generate now for the product Coca-Cola, and I'm giving a description. Coca-Cola is a classic refreshing soft drink with crisp taste, you can see here, and iconic fizz that brings joy, right? So I've given a small one-line description, and then we have to provide a good image URL. This is very important. So I've taken this image URL. So this is a Coca-Cola with, you can see there's a glass with ice cubes, yeah. So I'm using this image for our demo purpose. So coming back to the scenario, let's come back. So once we go and submit the jot form, we are using this module jot form watch for submission. It's simple. You can go here, add connection, and while adding the connection, it asks for the form. So we need to select the team and then the form name, and it start configuring. It will configure a webhook and listen for the new form submission. And then going further, you can see we are generating the video ad prompt, very important part or heart of this workflow. So here we are using the OpenAI module, create a completion. So you can see create a completion module. Here we are using the chat completion method with the model ChatGPT 4o, and you can see I have configured user and then developer system. So in user, I'm providing the test content. It's simple. Whatever we are getting from the jot form, there is a product name, and the product description is map, and there is an image input type. Here I'm passing the URL, and you will get the URL from the form itself. So we are passing the image URL, and then finally we are selecting the developer system under the message to, and I'm saying or I'm giving a beautiful prompt. You are a creative AI trained to write video prompts for FreePix AI video generator. Based on the following product details, generate a short and effective visual scene description. And I'm just giving some focus like keep the product stationary, the camera rotates, moves or zooms to showcase different angles, use vivid natural details, no actors, no overly scripted lines, use multiple shots, orbiting view, close-up, macro, low, high angle. You can see this. And this can be configured as per your requirement, and you can also give set of examples as well. So I just use this prompt, yeah, and then I'm giving output only in JSON format as video prompt. So I'm saying the output should have a key name video prompt. You can also define a different variable as well, and then in addition to this, I'm also specifying please analyze the doc link below for more accurate prompt building. So I'm passing a document link so that it is in sync with the video generator tool. So let me open that doc and show you. So you can see it's a Kling AI video guide explaining how the prompting should be there to generate a appropriate video from image. So we are giving some guides here, or there are guidelines over here. So we are just passing that in the prompt. All right. So once this is ready, make sure the response format should be in the JSON, and that will output with variable video underscore prompt. So all set, just save it, and then let's go and see. We need music for these video ads. So we added an additional create a chat completion module, and we have selected model GPT 4.1 mini. It's up to you based on the costing and accuracy. You can choose appropriate model. Here as well, we are passing the user detail like product detail, product name, description, and the video script. Whatever we got from the previous module is mapped here. See, so we'll get the video script output, and that we are passing here, and we are passing again the URL of the ad image. And then in the developer system, we are mentioning I'm creating an ad video and I need background music. Could you please create a prompt for creating a 10 seconds background music using music file? So by this prompt itself, you understood we are going to use music file for music generation and a free pick for video generation. Cool, right? So, and then one more condition we are saying, output this in JSON format like we did in the previous module, and we have given a variable name music underscore prompt, right? And make sure again select JSON object as the response format. Once this is done, the core part is the video generator, that is FreePix video generator. So let me tell you, FreePic is a cool tool. So simply you can go to freepic.com, and let me go and take it. Under FreePic, you can generate images and videos. So just go to freepic.com and you can go to API settings and generate the API key. And then if you go to the documentation, they have clearly mentioned we can generate video using Kling V2, Kling Pro 1.6, Kling STD standard 1.6. And you know, if you go to the Kling website directly, it's more pricey and costly, but in integration with FreePic, it seems very cheap. So I have used Kling Pro 1.6 version. So this is the API. So simply go to the make.com and use the FreePic module. So let's go to FreePic, and then under that we have make an API call, because the native module supports only image generation from test. But here we are generating video from test. So we are going with make an API call module. And here, once you open the module, you have provision to add the connection. So you need to input the API key from the website as I shown here. And then once that is done, we need to pass this URL. I'll just zoom in. So we have the URL from the documentation. So exactly the same URL you can copy from here and paste. And then the method is post. Finally, you need to pass the JSON structure. This is very important. So on the JSON structure, you can see here, they have mentioned how the JSON is here. So it contains the webhook URL, image tail, prompt, CFG scale, lot of parameters are there. We don't need all the parameters. So what I did, I just went to create JSON module. So there is a create JSON module under the JSON, and I created a JSON here. So you can click on add and create a JSON structure. So you can see I have created a JSON with image, then prompt and negative prompt, then duration, CFG scale, webhook URL. Yeah, so once this is done, it will populate this image, prompt, negative prompt. So I just mapped the image URL in the image field, and the prompt area I passed the video prompt we generated from the first OpenAI module. And then in the negative prompt, I provided blurred or poor quality images, and duration is 10, CFG scale is 0.7, and then I passed a webhook URL. Can you guess what is this webhook URL? It's simple. Unlike images, video generation will take a lot of time to get it rendered. Maybe we have to wait 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or even 20 minutes. So once it is ready, we'll push it to another scenario or workflow that I have shown in the initial part of the video, where the starting module is webhook. So if you go to the second scenario, we have a custom webhook module configured here. The URL or the address configured here is used in the webhook URL field of the JSON. So once the video is completely ready or rendered, it will automatically shoot out to this webhook, I mean the scenario 2. So once this JSON is ready, you prepare it and then map it in the make an API call module's body field. So on the body field, just map the JSON string, and then we are all set to go with the first flow. And remember here, this first part generates only the video. So I mean the video generation kickoff. And we also have one OpenAI to generate the prompt for the music. right? So video generation kicks off and the prompt for music generation will also get generated. Now, what will happen? Once the video is ready, we have to generate the music and then combine it. So that all these things happens in workflow 2. So what we are doing, we are adding a data store. So data store is a storage property of make. So you can go to the here data store and generate, create a data store. So I created a data store named add video JSON. So I'll just open how it looks. So we have two field, video task ID and prompt. So whenever we generate or whenever we calls for a video generation in FreePic, it will generate a task ID. The task of video generation will have an ID. So we store it along with the prompt for the music. So we'll store it so that in the workflow 2, we can use it easily. So you can see there is a video task ID and then a music prompt stored here, create a 10-second upbeat and refreshing background music. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. A lot of written prompt is mentioned here. So what happened? Once you have the data store ready, you can use the data store module. So data store module has add, replace a record. So here, once you have all the field created, you can simply map this task ID. Yeah, the task ID comes from the data field of FreePic module task ID, and then from the OpenAI module you can map the music prompt as well. It's simple. I believe you are aware of how to create data store. So open data store here. Simply you can just click on add and start creating with two field, any field like task space ID, task hyphen ID, or kind of. So just click on add data store and then click on add and you can create those two fields. All right. So let's come back. So I'm not going deep into data store. So once this is ready, let's go to the workflow 2. Here, as I mentioned, once the video is completely rendered, it will come to this webhook queue, and then we have the data store module to get the prompt back based on the task ID. So let's see an example. Here you can see status is getting completed and we have the video ID. So what we will do, this status will also have, along with the status, we have task ID as well. So in data store, we will use search record module. So we have search module, and then we will select the data store and we'll search the correct record by task ID. So we'll map the task ID from the webhook module, and then we will get the relevant record with the music prompt as well. So now going further in the music file, so we are going to use music file to generate music. As you are aware, we have already explained music file in all our videos, which explains about faceless video generation for Instagram and YouTube. So it's simple. So you can just go to musicfile.com and use the API, and then you need to pass this request content with the prompt and the duration. So the prompt will come from the data store. It was generated by OpenAI and it was stored in the data store, and then we have to pass the authorization. So exactly, you can copy the same URL post method authorization and get the music file module ready with HTTP request. Yeah. So again, once again, you can refer to our previous videos if you are not aware of music file. And then going further, you can see I'm using another tool known as SegMind. Very important. So SegMind, I'll just show you what is SegMind. You can just go to cloud.segmind.com or just Google SegMind. You will get to this platform. The best part of this platform is you can combine the video and audio. We are going to generate the audio from music file based on the prompt, and we need to combine this with the video generated by FreePic. We will execute this using the SegMind API. So you can use this API using HTTP request. Again, if you are not aware of HTTP request, go to the app section and just type in HTTP. So you can see HTTP, and in all the locations we are using the basic request, make a request. So just go to here, and in SegMind, if you go to the platform, you can generate an API key. So this API key we'll use here, and we'll pass the API here, api.segmind.com video audio merge. The exact URL you can use, and then in the JSON, we are passing the input video and input audio. So the video comes from the webhook, that is FreePic, and the audio comes from the Musicify module. Yeah, so we'll pass the audio parameter. So you can see from the Musicify HTTP request under data, you have the file URL. So we'll map this, and then finally we'll get the output in terms of buffer data. It's not a URL, it's a buffer data. So here, when we get buffer data, if we have to visualize it, we need to upload it to Google Drive or Dropbox. So if you're going to use Google Drive, it's simple. You can use Google Drive module, upload a file. So there is a module, upload a file. You can use exactly the same thing, upload a file. So I have gone with Dropbox, upload a file. So you can see that as well under Dropbox. So either one of them will work easily. So upload a file, and Word we will just map the data. So we have the data output from the HTTP module, map the data and give a file name with extension. I mean the extension should be .mp4. So just give it, and then finally I'm just generating a share link to view or to get the link from here itself from the scenario. So I'll get the link and I can just visualize it easily from the browser instead of going to Dropbox or Google Drive. So even the Google Drive has the same module, share link. So if you go to Google Drive, you can see the same module, exactly same module, get a share link. So you can follow either Google Drive or Dropbox as per your convenience. So now let's go and kick off the real execution. So I'm going to the form. Let's go, come back, and let me see. Okay, I've just clicked on run, and I'm going to the jot form. So this is a simple quick jot form I prepared for the demo. So as I said, I have given the product name, a small description of Coca-Cola, and the image URL, right? And now let me click on submit. So it's getting submitted. Let's go to scenario. See, it has triggered. So we got these parameters. We have the product name, description. It went to the prompt, right? So we got the video prompt ready. So if we go to the result, begin with a slow motion orbiting shot around a cold Coca-Cola can resting on a bed of glistening ice, tiny water droplets forming and sliding down its surface. So kind of a good video prompt appropriate for your ad has been generated. And then we have an like a prompt generated for the music as well, created 10-second background music with refreshing and uplifting vibe. And then it went to free pick, and here you can see the output. Task is generated with the task ID, and the generation is in progress, and we stored that in the data store. So we have everything in the data store. Now let's go to the scenario 2. So once the video gets completely rendered, it will come across this scenario and you can make it live. So once it is live, once the video is ready, it will start flowing across this workflow and generate the campaigned ad, right? That's campaigned with video and audio. And guys, here we need to have a little bit patience of around 5 to 10 minutes. As I mentioned in the initial part of the video, we need to give patience because we are generating video instead of image. So let's wait. Guys, we are almost waiting for 5 minutes. Let's see if the video is ready. Okay, all right. So we can see one record in the queue waiting to be processed. So let's go and run this. So use existing data. So we ran across the data store. So this is the data we got completed and the video from Kling. You can see here. And then from the data store, we got the prompt for the music, and it's running the Musicify part. And we had the Musicify ready. I mean the music ready for the ad. And yeah, cool. So we can see the file URL. And now the SetMind is running to combine the video and music. I'm excited, guys. So let's see what output is getting generated. So cool, and this is something we generated in a couple of hours, not just 2 but 3 to 4 hours. If we spend more time, we can redefine it to like you know how ad promos goes, which are longer duration of 1 minute, 2 minutes, right? So we can create a similar one. And now see here we have the combined video and music, and finally this has got uploaded to Dropbox, and we have the share link. So let's go and open the share link. So let me open. So it's downloading. Let's see. Okay. So see this. Cool, right? So this is how the video ad generated, and we provided it to be of 10 seconds. And we have similar one generated for other like Pepsi, Sky ice cream and all, and Sprite as well. Let me show you that. So let me show you. Yeah, Pepsi. So this is for Pepsi. Cool, right? Let me now show for Sky ice cream. So this is on Sky ice cream. Yeah. Now let's go and showcase Sprite. So you can see this is on Sprite. It's rotating, and I think the smoke will start rising. See. Cool, right? So, guys, we can generate these kind of video ads, CGI style ads easily of 10 seconds or 20 seconds. The whole thing you need to spend more time is on the prompting adjustment so that we can make it again far fascinating. Cool, right? This tool is a gold mine for entrepreneurs. You save hundreds of hours that you spend on design tools. Guess what? You don't need to learn CGI anymore. You don't need to hire a creative team. And you definitely don't need to wait days just to get one good ad. With just a few inputs, our AI tool easily creates high-end CGI style visuals that look like they come out of a studio. Follow for more AI hacks.